Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a video, but I am here with awesome news. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. That's me screaming on the inside because I am doing this video while my household is asleep. But I'm excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for everything you do, including sharing the news and your love of trap cardio with your family and friends. To think that I never even wanted to start a YouTube, and now we're reaching people all over the world, is beyond me, because I'm just plain old Ashley. Simple as that. But my best friends thought that this would be the perfect time for me to do an about me video, so here I am. I personally think it's weird to just sit and talk about yourself, especially when nobody's asking you anything. It's not a conversation. So they helped me come up with a list of questions that you all may want to know the answers to. If there's something that I do not hit, feel free to leave your questions in the comments and I'll respond to them accordingly. So let's see. Where do I start? For one, my name is Ashley. My nickname is AD. That's funny, we'll get to that. My nickname is AD. My birthday is April 11th. I am an audacious Aries. Whatever they say about Aries, that's me. Good and bad. My favorite colors are, I don't even know what you call it. Is this like aqua? Teal, aqua. So yeah, this is my favorite color, in yellow. So I'm a pretty gender neutral color type of person. Let's see, my favorite scents are peppermint and lavender. I'm a tea drinker. I'm also a coffee drinker, but I prefer tea. I think that's pretty much it as far as basic stuff, right? Yeah. So now I'm gonna start with the questions they gave me. What do you do for a living? So, because I am so heavy on social media, I think people think all I do is trap cardio. But I would have way more songs if all I did was trap cardio. I have a full-time job, and I'm actually very heavy on social media because I use it for the time that I don't have. I can't get out there and talk to everybody at one time, so social media helps me to be present without being present. I work in forensic accounting. I have worked in accounting for the past 2008, for the past 12 years. Yes, for the past 12 years I worked in accounting. I'm in forensic accounting, and my nickname AD is so funny to me because I created it because I had got a promotion in cyber crimes. And just to separate myself from work, I changed my name on social media to AD versus my real name, and somehow people assumed it was a nickname I had all the time, and I just ran with it. So yes, so that's what I do outside of my own businesses, which is Beyond the Fluff, which is the umbrella business to Trap Cardio and the Red Wolf Alliance, which is an old business that I am relaunching, which is a virtual assistant business that helps other small businesses with branding and marketing. My family size. Hey, babe.
Hi, Boo.
I am a wife. Me and my husband just celebrated 10 years of marriage this past July 3rd. I am also a mom, conventional and unconventional. I have an 8-year-old son who we all call Junior. His name is Jamel. He's my favorite little geek. My mini-me in male form. We joke and call him Malcolm X or Kanye X. Because for one, he's a Gemini, so you never know what you're going to get. And he is very unwavering when it comes to principle. I love that about him. He stands firm in what he believes in. And I pray that the world never changes that about him. I have a 14-year-old stepdaughter who I love to pieces. Her name is Jordan. I call her my little activist. She is a self-proclaimed feminist who is very opinionated, and I love everything about it. She loves who she is. She's another one who stands firm in what she believes, and if she's rocking, I'm rolling, and that's that on that. I also have a goddaughter who is 16, who I have helped raise since she was 6. Her name is Kiara. She is our creative. Hair, nails, photography, technology. If it's anything about being creative, she does it. Mine is dancing. Now, if you take away dancing and rhythm, that's my mini-me and girl form. Okay? So, yes. 3 kids. 16, 14, 8, and then my big baby, my husband, who's almost 40. Okay. What do I do when I'm not teaching trap cardio? I'm enjoying life and spending time with those who I love. My friends are, for the most part, my family. I spend a lot of time with them. I'm very big on sisterhood. So yeah, when I'm not doing trap cardio, I am replenishing my soul by spending time with those I love. How long have I been on my fitness journey? Baby, 16. So, I've been chunky all my life. Since my mama got this thing she tell people, she's like, girl, when you was 3 years old, you used to walk around and tell people, I'm 3 years old and 60 pounds, because you just thought that was something to know. But I've been a chunky girl my whole life. So, trying to lose weight has always been a part of my life in some form of fashion. I remember I've always been an active child. Though I was overweight, I've always been an active and social child. And I come from a family of plus-size women, so confidence has never been an issue. Well, my outside confidence has never been an issue because they are better than me as a child. You are all that. And if somebody calls you fat, you ain't fat, you healthy. And you're the prettiest girl in the world, and that's what it is. But that doesn't take away from the fact that media gets to me and gets to us all. I mean, it got to me as a child as it gets to everybody else. And when I was in the 5th grade, there was a time where I had stopped eating. And it wasn't a discussion that I had with anybody or anything like that. It was just something that I just did because I wanted to be smaller. I didn't talk about it with anybody, but I kept having headaches. And so I kept going to the nurse office, and they were trying to figure out why I kept having these headaches and why I kept getting weak. And so they started watching me, and they realized that I wasn't eating. Oh God. So it was at that point where they tried to, it was my first lesson in wellness, and I thank God for the teachers and counselors that I had at the time. They didn't make a huge deal about it. They told me what healthy eating was, and they set it up for every lunch I would have a salad with my name on it. None of the kids thought anything about it. If anything, they probably thought, why the hell this bitch getting special treatment? But yeah, so I feel like I've been on some kind of weight loss journey my whole life. But consistently, the most consistent I've been on my fitness journey has been since my son was born in 2012. And that was just pretty much, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And though I had a healthy, uncomplicated pregnancy, I just was tired of feeling uncomfortable. And as I've said, I've always been an active social person. So I got to a point where I felt like I was trapped in a body or a being where I could not do the things that I love to do. So that started my fitness journey. So my son is now 8 years old. So I have been up, down, all around. But yeah, that's when it started. Because the most consistent journey I've been on. Let's see. You have lost and then gained weight and lost again. Do I feel like this time is different with keeping the weight off? Yes. So, go back to what I said about when my son was born. This being the most consistent I've ever been on a fitness journey, weight loss journey. Even though my son motivated me, my son and being sick and tired of being sick and tired, motivated me to be on this fitness journey, it still was from a bad, like, I wasn't losing weight from a good place. I was dealing with postpartum depression. Me and my husband were going through a transitional stage. We had separated. So though I was losing weight at that time, it was almost like because I was running from everything else. So what happened was, when everything got back on the good foot, I gained the weight back. So I took like a year or two, got some therapy and whatnot, and decided that anything that I do in my life, it has to be from a happy place. I'm an anxious person with a anxious personality, and so everything I do, it has to be from a good place, or it's not going to be productive. So once I got my inside together, more together, you know, there's always room to improve. Once I got my inside together, about 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I did a reset and I started teaching classes. And then I said, you know, how can I lead people in a class? I'm just like, how can I lead people in a class and in their fitness journey if I'm not taking leadership of my own? And not to say that my weight loss has been rapid, because it hasn't, but look, the tortoise always wins the race. But I will say it's been a little more easier to be consistent in my journey, because not only am I moving from a more happy, well place, I am also aware of my influence, and I take pride in the responsibility that I have in other people's fitness journey. So this time is definitely different. That's why my results have been the best that I've had in my entire life. And I feel the best that I've ever felt in life. Do I have a weight goal? You know, everybody in the 200s always want to see the 199.99999. So I'm going to say that's my weight goal. My weight goal is to one day see those 190s. Was it my goal to become an instructor, or did it just happen? I was the best dance fitness student that I could be. I started my fitness journey in my house, taking Zumba on We Fit, doing dance classes on YouTube and whatnot. And then I found local classes, and you couldn't tell me nothing. You know, a lot of people like to be a front row superstar. I was in the back row because I like my space. I like to not have to fight over nobody, fight nobody for a space, the freedom to move, and then just the freedom to be me without having to worry about anybody watching me or anything. So I had no intentions of being an instructor. And somebody put a bug in my ear, encouraged me to be an instructor. I went and got certified for Zumba. And even with that, it took me a whole 2 years before I was brave enough to be consistent in being an instructor. I would always do like a little free birthday. So I would always do like a free birthday class, and my friends and my family would show up in large crowds to make people feel like I was the bomb.com, until I was able to show the world that I was the bomb.com. That's why my family and friends is the ish. But yes, being an instructor was not in my plans. What does fitness and healthy mean to me? To me, it means being holistically well. To me, the body is not well if the mind and soul is not. And vice versa, all the way around. So to me, healthy means being well internally and externally. And I feel like that looks different for different people. It does not have one look or one number, which is why my business is beyond the fluff, because we are greater than just the number on the scale. And fitness is just one of the avenues that you use to get to your healthy. I think I answered that. What motivates me, even on the days I don't like or feel like doing anything? When I don't feel like doing anything. So, my children motivate me. Even more so my son, because the girls have seen me, known me before AD and trap cardio and this whole fitness journey I've been on. But Junior knows no other mom. In his head, I've always been this fitness chick. And it's so funny because he'll be like, Dad, I lost weight. And I'm like, Mommy lost weight too. He like, Mommy, you ain't never been big. I'm like, boy, you clearly you don't know what big is, but okay, whatever. So he motivates me because he's been raised a little different. He sees a different me, and I like to maintain that. What also motivates me is my dad. I'm a daddy's girl, and I lost my dad due to complications with his health. My dad had diabetes and hypertension, asthma, and things took a turn for the worse when he had to get a six bypass surgery. And during recovery for that 6 bypass surgery, he had a stroke, which left him kind of paralyzed, and his health just like slowly, it was just really sad watching him deteriorate before my eyes. And so I told myself that the best thing that I could give to my family is health. Health is wealth, as cliche as it may sound. And I am better to my family and to my friends if I am here and well, than if I am not. So my dad, in his memory, has inspired me to be better. Sensitive subject. Let's see. Tell us about Herbalife. Why do you do Herbalife? So it goes hand in hand with the whole being a leader in my fitness journey. It only made sense when I started teaching classes. I was commuting from Richmond, Virginia to DC, which is about 2.5 hours, depending on where you're coming from. In the midst of everything else I had going on, and I needed to find a nutritional program that worked with my busy life. I didn't have time to meal prep. If I did the van pool, that means I was getting up at 3 in the morning, or I was getting up at 2 in the morning to catch the van at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to commute, get to work by 6, and ultimately get back home at 6 or 7 p.m. So meal prepping was just going to be another stress I just didn't need. So I need something that didn't take a lot of thoughts. And I taught in a wellness center, and Herbalife was there. So I incorporated that nutritional plan with my classes, and the rest is history. When I say I'm a product of the product, I am a product of everything I promote. And I wouldn't put my name on anything that I didn't trust or use for myself. So yes, I am not only a distributor, I am a user. Favorite Girl Scout. I'm a user. What's my favorite Herbalife shake? I have two. One is mint chocolate. It was the first thing I started on, and it'll always be a go-to because mint is one of my favorite flavors in life, tea and all. And lemon cupcake, which if you need the recipe, just hit me up. But yeah, so hopefully, you feel a little more connected to me because you know a little more about me. And again, if there's anything else you want to know, hit me up. Facebook, Beyond the Fluff. Instagram, beyond.the.fluff. Comment on this YouTube page. Just know a sister is busy. So I know y'all send messages and y'all want a sister to get back immediately. But it may take me a day, okay? I'm trying to get used to this notification thing, and my phone is crazy. But I love y'all, and I thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Good night, good morning. Yes, it is now 2:28 in the morning in Richmond, Virginia, and I am about to finish some work for my full-time, and so I can be ready to train with my personal trainer at 6:30. Welcome to my